Family, Keya Williams here, coming at you with a yoga tutorial. So this tutorial is all about building strength in our core using what's known as the pass through. So in a basic Ashtanga based yoga practice, we do a lot of these things where we go from downward facing dog all the way through to seated, and then we do the reverse too. We go from seated back to chaturanga and then up through to downward facing dog. So without getting all complicated with that, basically what we're doing is taking ourselves from down dog to seated in a way that requires us to use a lot of upper body strength. Now there are several ways to do this practice and several benefits to it. So let's get into the benefits, and then I'll show you two separate ways to do a jump through or pass through. So one benefit is that we are really strengthening the deep muscles of the core. So most of us think about our core as being these exterior muscles that make us look like we have a six-pack, right? But there are muscles underneath of the rectus abdominis that actually help us with our pelvic stability, help us keep our balance, help us stand up nice and tall. Those are the deep muscles of the abs. So when we're doing one of these pass-throughs, going from downward facing dog to seated, we're really engaging the muscles of the deep low abs that help us stabilize our pelvis so that we keep our back from swaying backwards and forwards. And we're also engaging the muscles of the chest and shoulders so that we're using them properly to keep our posture upright in everyday life. All right, so there are two ways that I'm going to show you to do it today. Both ways we are going to use two blocks, and we're going to place them on the mat nice and flat. And then I'll show you one way that doesn't require a block. All right, just in case you don't have blocks at home and you want to work on this little shindig at home. All right, so let's do this. All right, so we're going to start with our blocks about shoulder distance apart. And I want you to come into table pose and place your blocks accordingly. Now you're going to let your pinkies, if your hands are as big as mine, you're going to let your pinkies hang off of your blocks, because as all poses when we're on our hands, we want to spread the fingers out as wide as we can and root all of your hands down into your block. So from here, we're going to curl the toes and come in to downward facing dog. Now I'm going to take my blocks a little bit wider because I'm looking at whether I think my hips can actually fit through, because remember we're coming to seated. So here in downward facing dog, the first thing we're going to do is rise up high on the balls of the feet. And I want you to bring your awareness into your deep low abs even now. So draw the navel in towards the spine even now. And then we're going to look at our hands or past our hands, and we're simply going to walk the feet forward. Now notice as I'm walking, I'm staying on my tippy toes. I'm really drawing the navel in towards the spine and my knees to my chest, curling into as much of the ball as you can. And I'm pressing my hands down into the blocks. So I'm still walking, I'm still pressing, and then finally I'm gonna come and bring my hips down to the floor. And I was just about right, maybe a little bit wider, and extend your legs out. So there you go, beginner version of the pass through, all right? So we're gonna take that and make it a little bit more challenging. So we're going to start the same way that we did before in our down dog, supported with our blocks. We're going to rise high on the balls of the feet, and this time we're going to start to jump through. So engage the core here, right? Try not to let the belly hang out. Can you see that? Look at my belly now. And then first is draw the belly in, really hollow out. Look past your hands, going to bend your knees, and we're going to jump. Curl the knees into the chest and swing your hiney parts forward. So that's a more advanced version. You might be able to do it with a little bit more control than I just did. Now, without the blocks, so if you're practicing at home and you don't have blocks, we're going to start the same way. And we're going to either walk the feet forward, just like we did in the first one with the blocks, or we're just going to try to aim our feet down to the floor. It's going to rise high on the balls of the feet, look past the hands, making sure when we jump, we cross the ankles and we bring the sides of the feet down first, and then sit down on our butts and extend the legs out long. So there you have it, the Ashtanga base pass through from downward facing dog to seated, something that will really engage all of the muscles of the upper body, maybe even your hip flexors if you're really not so strong in the hip flexors right now. Give it a try, have fun with it. We'll be working on it around class and on the internet sooner or later. All right, guys, if you have any questions about this practice, this pose, feel free to drop me a line below in the comment section, and I'd be happy to answer. If you have any other postures you'd like to see demonstrated and learn a little bit more about, let me know in the comment section, and I'll be happy to make a yoga tutorial for you about that. Thanks so much for hanging out with me, and I will see you around. Hey Yoga Mama, thanks so much for watching my video. But if you'd like more simple tips to help you juggle your busy life as mom, I have just the thing for you. I've just created a brand new video that's specifically designed for moms who have a lot on their must-do list, but could use some practical tips to help them do motherhood with more ease and joy. Now, I've done my research and my own personal yoga practice, and I've come up with a simple 3-step system that I use all the time to help me increase my energy, improve my focus, and decrease my stress. And that's exactly what you'll learn in this free video. Now, the really cool thing about this yoga-based system is that each step can take less than 10 minutes, and you don't need a yoga mat, stretchy yoga pants. You don't even need to be alone to make these strategies work in your life. Now, you can sign up for this totally free video by going to nourished-motherhood.com/video and start feeling the peace, balance, and ease that you deserve to feel in your mom life. See you around.